And then there's this. Marissa.
Hi. What's your name?
Google. It'll help you.
Oh, what that means? Let me go. I just gotta. There's some libations and snacks.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Things over here in the corner that I.
So let's finish talking.
Omarosa's Omarosa. Omarosa don't change. Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of scared now. Oh my God.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
That's a clip of House of Villains. The new competition series features 10 of reality TV's most infamous characters coming together to out-scheme each other. The winner gets a $200,000 prize and the title of America's ultimate super villain. And when you think of reality TV villains, you have to talk about the blueprint. So this morning, former White House aide Omarosa Manigault Newman joins us now live to talk all about her return to the small screen. Omarosa, so good to see you.
Hey, Marissa, how are you?
I am doing great. And it's so funny, you hear Omarosa. I mean, you're one of the few reality TV stars who can go by one name, first of all. So tell me, why did you decide to do this reality show and to do it now? What brought you back?
Well, I'm celebrating 20 years in the business. The Apprentice premiered 20 years ago. Well, we taped 20 years ago. It premiered in the January of 2004. And so when my agent called and told me the concept of the show, I thought it would be so much fun to do, to get back to my reality TV roots. And I have to tell you, I really enjoyed the concept of the show, and I love getting to know everybody on the show. Plus, it's really, really naughty.
Yeah, very juicy. I've had several of my coworkers here, even some viewers, ask me, is she really that way, or is this a character or a persona? So I said I would ask you, Omarosa, how much of what we see is true?
I think it's an important question, but after 20 years, you guys know that this is just, I mean, if you think reality TV is real after, 20 years of this type of programming, then God bless you. Enjoy the show. But it's entertainment. It is a very, very interesting social experiment to put people in a house with 60, 70 cameras watching them 24/7. But, it is really made so that people can enjoy it and get hooked to it and watch it every week. And I really do hope that the viewers will watch it every single week.
You brought up The Apprentice and you rose to stardom through that show with former President Trump. But of course, you've always been accomplished, even prior to. I want to know, since recently you said you feel like you've been conned or was conned by Trump, do you believe your stardom from that show and all that resulted for you positively played a factor in your allegiance to the former president, both personally and politically?
Well, back in 2003, we all did believe everything that Trump was saying, that he was this, mega multi-diller, mogul, I guess that's what he described himself. But we've since learned that a lot of that was so much fabricated. And even, some of the things that we did on the show that we thought were very important life lessons, like the art of the deal, turned out to really be the art of the con, right? And as you watch this case unfold in New York, where the state of New York has basically banned Trump from doing business because of his fraudulent behavior, a lot of this comes to clear view. In terms of attributing my entire life success to one person, I only attribute my success to God, because long before I met Donald Trump, I was doing television. I have 3 degrees in communication. I really think that it's important to recognize that, yes, I enjoyed doing that show, but the reason I was selected out of 250,000 people to be on the show is that we came to the show with our own level of success before we got there.
And speaking of your success, I read a fascinating article on you on Slate that said that you were really the first big reality TV villain and even opened the doors for New York, who's on this new show with you as well. Are you kind of taking the bitter with the sweet? Like, yes, you are the most popular and you've done so much in addition to other things, but then you have that thorn that comes along with it as well. How do you balance the two?
Well, I grew up really loving wrestling, and I don't know if you know that there's the hero in wrestling, and then there's the heel, right? And the most popular characters on a lot of these shows, or particularly in wrestling, is always the heel. I think that my fans really enjoy watching the different adventures that I get to go on. I mean, after 20 years, I have been on over 100 television shows. I've met so many people. I've gotten to travel the world. My last show prior to this was in Australia, where I got to do Australia Celebrity Big Brother. So I'm very grateful that the fans have followed my career for so long, and that I get to do what I love to do, which is entertaining people.
Will you win this competition?
Oh, girl, put your money on me.
Gotta always bet on Omarosa. Thank you so much for your time, and congrats on this new show. Just a reminder, you can catch the premiere of House of Villains tonight on E!